click on the varsity champions, and then you can click on regular season. Good evening, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedritz. It's round one of the Blackhawk Cup. Do or die, winner advance, survive and advance, and the loser, their season is over in terms of the Blackhawk Cup. So, Highland Park, the road team, they're the lower seed taking on Benet Academy. The guy to watch out for Highland Park, Dylan Lansky, 27 goals, 14 assists for the Giants.
The leading scorer in his division, North Central Division, that's correct. Yeah, named to the All-State team. He's been a menace all over the ice for this Highland Park Giant team. Bennett's going to have to want to keep an eye on him at all times.
But that's what's so great about hockey, right? There's the difference between regular season and postseason numbers. Hudson Fisher is actually their best goal getter in the postseason for the varsity division.
Yeah, I mean, big-time players make big-time plays and big-time moments. You know, it's said over and over, but it really is true. And what better states to do it on than playoff hockey in the state of Illinois and the city of Chicago?
Does it get to Highland Park a little bit, though? They played a lot of public school teams. They play in the Champions Division of the Illinois Central. Now they're playing a private school team, which can use their own players instead of district regulations.
Yeah, you wonder if that kind of factors into their game plan going into this or just their mentality, kind of knowing that the players that are going to be in the locker room across them are, you know, not cut from a different cloth, but just from a different origin.
Right.
You have to wonder if that's going to make a difference just for what they're saying in the locker room. And, you know, the whole public school, private school trope, maybe that adds some fuel to the fire. I don't know.
Maybe a bigger rivalry game for Highland Park than a normal public school versus public school mentality. For Benet Academy, Hudson Schlie, what else can we say? One of the best players, if not the best player in the Chicago Catholic League. He had 2 goals and assists, but he did have some guys step up to the table in Daniel Quinlan and Nikolas Hensel. They both scored in that 4-3 win on Thursday night against Fenway.
Yeah, what's almost as impressive as Hudson Schlie's, you know, reign over this Benet scoring that he's been doing is the fact that they've also been able to have a quite balanced offense their past couple playoff games. Like the guys that you mentioned getting in that Fenwick victory, as well as their series against St. Rita as well. Been doing great stuff sharing the puck around, and if they want to win today, we're going to have to see more of the same.
It's a pretty evenly matched game. It's the 15 seed against the 18 seed. I like Benet in this one. What say you?
Keep it simple. Who's the home team? It's the playoff hockey. Anything can happen. I'm going to stick with the Benet Redwings. It'll be a close one, maybe like a 3-2 match or something like that, but it's going to be a good one regardless. These are 2 great teams we're going to see on the ice today.
For Benet, I think you want to get out to an early lead, put the pressure on the away team. If the away team scores first, we've seen Benet, when they give up a goal, it usually goes from bad to worse. They're a better team when they're up a goal than when they're down.
not only start early, obtain that lead, but keep it.
Yeah.
Remain disciplined. Stay on the ice. We've seen Bennett's defense look really great at stretches. You know, with Ciesla in front of the goal, you have Alex Karras back on defense, a few other defensemen they have back there. But the key is staying on the ice. I think that aggression tends to get the best of them sometimes when they want to, that go-getters mentality.
Yeah, right.
If you can stay on the ice and provide your team some help, have the right amount of skaters out there, Bennett's going to be able to continue to play their game and control this one. And
Bennett has to be thinking, look, they did win 4-3 on Thursday in that do-or-die Kennedy Cup game, but they were also up 3-1. If you're up 3-1 or 2-0 in this game, keep your foot on the gas pedal and finish. Go up 3-0. Don't give up a goal to be only up a goal.
Yeah, it's not one to write one off about if you are only up 2 goals or something like that, especially early on in this one. The team that are playing today in the Highland Park Giants, they are a potent offense as well, and they can get going in a hurry.
Right, for sure. So we'll find out who wins this one. We're going to take a break. Pre-game interview sponsored by Recruitlings coming up next.
Alex Dentice, sophomore, center, class of 2026.
Alex Karras, sophomore, defense, 2026.
Ava Christensen, junior, goalie, 2025.
Ben Ciesla, junior, goalie, class of 2025.
Cade Rosenthal, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Carson Stone, sophomore, left wing, class of 2026.
Danny Quinlan, junior, right wing, class of 2025.
Davin Frasco, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Evan Petratos, junior, center, 2025.
Gavin Murphy, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Hudson Hollweck, junior, right wing, 2025.
Hudson Schlie, junior, center, 2025.
Jack Vogt, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Gary DeWilkins, senior, left wing, class of 2024.
Jimmy Cannon, junior, defenseman, 2025.
Joel Kane, freshman, goalie, class of 2027.
Luca Dicosola, junior, center, class of 2025.
Luke Alpeter, sophomore, right wing, class of 2026.
Michael O'Rourke, junior, defenseman, class of 2025.
Nick Calandra, senior, defense 2024.
Nico Dicosola, freshman, defense 2027.
Nikolas Hensel, sophomore, wing 2026.
Tommy Dusek, junior, center 2025.
Tommy Rudowski, freshman, defense, class of 2027.
Vinny Porro, junior, left wing, class of 2025.
Coach Andrew Schlie, 15th season, graduated St. Rita High School in 1990.
Drew Tierney, 16th year coaching for Benet, 2003 grad.
Ross McKay, goalie coach with the Benet Redwings for over 10 years.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Welcome to the pregame show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith along with the Benet Academy head coach Andrew Schlie. It's a big-time game, round one of the Blackhawk Cup single elimination. Coach, you know what's on the line today? Got to find a way to shut down or contain Dylan Lansky, number 71 of the Highland Park Giants.
He's an amazing player. He's had a great year. We've had our eye on him for a long time. Just as he's put up impressive numbers. So I'm actually interested to watch him play today. Hopefully he doesn't do too much damage against us.
Most of the non-conference games have been against Illinois West teams. What are some of the differences between Illinois North Central and Illinois West besides geographic location?
I mean, there's just a big focus on consistency throughout those teams. We played Chicago North. We've played now Highland Park. Very similar teams, like really high-powered offenses and tough to contain and relentless. They're just relentless. So.
You looked really good on Thursday. We're up 3-1, but then Fenwick scored 2 unanswered goals. What happened there?
Well, as soon as you get that 2-goal lead, you think, I can relax. I've got 2 goals. And we did that, and we paid the price for it. Hopefully, lesson learned.
What else can you say? Hudson Schlie having an excellent year, but how about Nikolas Hensel with that nice tap-in goal to give you guys the 4-3 win on Thursday night to stay alive in the Kennedy Cup?
What's interesting is we've actually worked on that play the last couple of weeks, and they have gotten better at it. So I was happy to see them make that play, and especially for Nick, who's worked really hard this year as a sophomore.
Final thoughts about the game today. If you win today, the United Center is still on the table. You lose, it's just the Kennedy Cup going forward.
Right on. And, I'd love the opportunity to play against Loyola Academy, who we have a great and friendly rivalry with. So I'm hoping things go the right way today.
Well, if you get a win, you're still alive, so we'll see what happens.
Thanks.
That's Andrew Schlie. That does it for our pregame show. Play-by-play broadcast coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information. From Seven Bridges Ice Arena in Woodbridge, Illinois, it's Benet Redwings hockey versus Highland Park. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings. Here we go!
Good afternoon, everybody. Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich as Benet Academy about to host Highland Park. It's the 15th seed against the 18th seed. Winner advances to the second round. Anything can happen, partner. But it would be kind of a miracle for OPRF to knock off Loyola Gold. Loyola's at home, so if Benet wins this one, they're most likely going to Wilmette to play Loyola.
Yeah, I mean, nothing against OPRF, but that Loyola team is really tough. I don't think anybody within the state of Illinois can dispute that. So, you know, there's a lot on the line in this game, playing for your playoff lives in hopes to advance to the round of 16. Bennett's on their home ice. I like the shot they have, but do not count out these Highland Park Giants. They have a potent offense that can go at any moment.
You know, at one time, Benet looked like they had a chance to win it all. They were 12-4 in the CCHL. And then that 5-game losing streak happened, and it's been Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Will we get Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde tonight, Andrew?
I'm hoping the best for Benet. I think if they continue to play their brand of hockey, which is aggression, pushing the pace, they've been sharing the puck really well, staying on the ice, keeping those guys out of the box, out of the sin bin, as we say, that we've seen them, you know, have doomed them in past games. You know, I think they can hang with almost anybody, not only within the CCHL, but within the area of Chicago, and I hope to see that from Benet today.
So we talked about Dylan Lansky, but let's give credit to their defense. They have a decent netminder who I believe will get the start tonight for Highland Park. Now, remember, it's single elimination. You have to win to advance to the next round, but if your goalie plays all your games, they can be really tired once you get to the quarterfinals and semis, so that's what the coaching staffs for both teams have to consider. You want your best goalie in a do-or-die single elimination game, but if you play the starter, he might be tired for the next game.
it's definitely a conundrum when it comes to that. I mean, fatigue's a big part of any sport. I think especially hockey with the pure amount of movement that you guys have to do. You know, my hat's off to them for even getting out there on the ice and doing this day after day. But when it comes to playing at this elite level, coaches and players alike have to know that they're going to run out of gas at some point. You have to really plan out when that's going to be.
Most likely will be Graham Spencer. He's number 42 for Highland Park. He has started 18 games, according to IHSHL, NorthCentral.com. 2.26 GAA. The backup and Alfred Caplan, 6 starts. Pretty similar save percentages between Spencer and Caplan. Caplan at 88.3, Graham Spencer at 89.4. So Spencer is number 42, but it looks like they're going to go to the backup in Alfred Caplan. I don't totally disagree with it, partner, because like I said, you've got to win tonight to get to Game 2. But if your starter's tired, that Game 2 is not going to matter anyways.
Maybe Bennett sees that and they smell blood in the water. We'll see if they attack Caplan early and often in this first period.
Face-off was won by the Red Wings, and here we go. Play starts as the Red Wings deepen the territory of Highland Park. After it briefly, and then back out to the point. Quinlan had it behind the net, but Dicosola will have to go after it, as well as his other brother in Dicosola, off the boards, and a little bit of a kick that time by Perlin. Now out to neutral ice, played by the Red Wings. Chance in the slot, shot saved by Caplan. Puck scatters over to the point. Quinlan will tap pass to the defenseman. He was trying to feed it over to Stone, then over to neutral ice. Played right now by Melinger. At the blue line, stolen away by the Red Wings. Trying to tap it in the zone, sliding puck over to the corner. Karam straight off the netting. We stop play at 16-16. Right now, Bennett taking it to Highland Park.
They're doing exactly what they want to do, especially with Highland Park's, their backup goalie in the game. I think it's good for Caplan that he got that first save, kind of shake the nerves off, realize he's in the moment, get out there. But with a face-off right in front of him, Bennett might be able to cause some trouble.
Face-off, won again by the Red Wings. They're 2 for 2 in terms of face-off. Now Hudson Fisher, the leading goal-getter in the playoffs of the North Central Champions Division. Trying to send it off the boards, deep into Bennett's territory. Little check from Raposo, over to the point. Bennett can't get it out, though. Still in their own territory, deep in their own end. On the pinch, trying to keep it in. Shot saved that time as they go with Christensen between the pipes.
We've seen Christensen been really great this year. Only a couple mistakes that I could think of off the top of my head. We have a bit of a backup goalie duel today. It looks like both teams are going to save their starters, maybe have a little bit of gas for them in the rest of the playoffs, should that be the case for both teams.
And you can almost understand, because Loyola is such a juggernaut, that you want to have your starting goalie nice and fresh. Now, you got to win today to play Loyola.
Yeah, you got to go 1-0 today so you can go 1-0 against Loyola, which is a hard task for anything, but you have to play the team that's across from you on the ice right now for the rest of this game, and we're going to see what team comes out on top. We got both teams pushing the pace early.
Say what you want about PJ Fleck, but it's a really cool mentality. Back when Minnesota was 9-0 during the 2019 season. We're not 9-0. We're just 1-0 every week. That's what we're trying to do, and that's what these playoffs are. Doesn't matter what our record was in the regular season. Survive in advance, we're looking to go 1-0.
If you can learn anything from the Minnesota Gophers coach, it would be to survive in advance. Keep rowing that boat, keep playing your game of hockey, and you're going to come out on top.
It's sent into the zone. Now, I thought that was touched, but the hand goes up, icing. Interesting call there, partner. I thought Gavin Murphy touched that without an icing call.
I thought that was obviously a touch by Murphy over there. I am surprised to see the icing call. Hopefully the refereeing will be consistent today. We do have 4 of our finest out on the ice now. I hope the best for the refereeing, as I'm sure the fans do, because the fans have never complained about bad refereeing in a game, I'm sure.
Out behind the net, that faceoff was won by the Giants. As the Giants trying to keep it in, slipping a fall that time by Ben Litchenfield. He's one of the all-state players, along with Lansky. They can't get it out, and then sent back into the zone. Out behind Christensen. Ping-pong battle right now over to neutral ice. And picked up by Lansky. He's taken off well off the puck in the slot. Dentice got a body on Lansky. Over to the corner. Trying to backhand it out. Instead, switching over to the forehand. Couldn't get it on target. It's retrieved by Silverman. And puck was last touched off the backhand. Line change for the Giants. And if Bennett hurries, they can get the puck out quickly. Over to the blue line. Tap pass. Tic-tac-toe action, then back over the blue line. At the hash mark, backhand. Getting a piece of it briefly was the Giants. Fisher had it for a second, and then near Caplan. So both teams doing a decent job on the forecheck, partner, but they're having trouble getting shots on net. Why is that the case?
it just looks like both teams, while they're doing successful things on the forecheck, I think just the sheer speed of both these teams and able to get back, get in front of the goal, prevent the other team from actually getting a shot off, whether it's just a quick little wrist or a snapshot, it's just been really impressive. I mean, we might have a little pitcher's duel, as they call it in baseball today. We'll see what happens. It's still very early. Both teams are capable of igniting at a moment's notice, and like I said, I still expect this to be a great game. Keep in mind, we have 3 All-State players playing in this game. Hudson Schlie from Benet Academy, of course, but also for Highland Park, we have Dylan Lansky and Ben Lichtenfield, as you mentioned.
Yeah, Lichtenfield with the only shot on goal in this game. Face-offs won by Dicosola and Dentice. Shot, block, beautiful job that time by Ben Lichtenfield. And then over to the boards. It was off the stick of Schneiderman. And now into the zone of Bennett. Trying to send it out in front. Instead, it's off the pad. Nice save by Christensen. Now out to the blue line. Bennett on the attack. Hudson Schlie. Hudson with a nice move. Hudson tried to toe drag again. Party might have overthought that. He had a chance for a shot on that. Tried to do too many toe drags.
I thought just the first toe drag and then maybe a nice wrist shot towards the upper body of that goalie right there would have been a good call. Hudson Schlie can make things happen, though, and it's hard to be upset at him for trying to make a play happen on a dime.
All right. Yeah, Alfred Caplan and Christensen, they both haven't been tested thus far, but we're so early on in the hockey game. 12:28. If there's anything wrong with the chat, make sure to subscribe first and then let us know. We'll get it fixed for you. The live chat is open, as well as the text line. The text line, your favorite high school, college, or NHL memory, text 330-957-7653. Face off. And we'll say Highland Park won that, partner, but the center did not get a piece of it.
Nope.
And Lansky falls to the ice. It's a tough call, partner. We're going to watch it on replay in a second. Was there a tug at the leg?
Yeah, let's see what we got here.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that's a call you're going to make. I think everybody, it's a playoff hockey environment, and you get in here, and it's like, let the kids play, but a penalty's a penalty. Bennett's going to pay for this. We know that they have struggled during the shorthanded opportunities that they've had trying to defend. Can they kill the penalty with their, not just any player, but Hudson Schlie, their leading scorer, is going to sit in the box for 2 minutes? Can they nullify this penalty well?
It's going to be tough sledding. Easy face-off win for the Giants. Stop and start move. They send it off to the face-off dot. Nice job getting in the way of that by Hollweck, and he gets it out to the neutral zone. A little backhanded saucer pass. Out to the blue line, picked up by Meek. Yes, couldn't get it on net. Might have been by design, though. It's over to Lichtenfield, to the point, back to Lichtenfield. Spinorama resets, back over to the point, played by Cohen. And his other teammate tries to get it on net. Easy glove save. It was off the stick of Meek, and we stop play at 11:51.
Yeah, and that's the right call by Christensen there, just to glove that. I think there was an opportunity to potentially kick it out to one of the defenders that were in front of the net right by the crease there. It's hard to be upset at your goalie when they're doing the conservative choice when you're down a man on the ice. I think that was the right call. We're going to see what happens on this other opportunity that Highland Park's going to have right now, though.
Out to the point, shot, and nice save. Rebound try to cover it up. Puck loose, and then out behind the net. Out to the corner, Bennett trying to ice it, but picked up by the Giants. Try to feed it over to Cohen. Still in the zone. Bennett steals. And it's just iced by the Red Wings.
A wise decision. They were doing this at the end of their last matchup against Fenwick when they had that lead 4-3 late in the third and tried to hold it on. Just continue to ice as much you can.
Look at that speed. Shot! Nice save. Rebound try. Falls down. Beautiful speed. Set up that attempt for the Giants.
Bit of a falter there from Bennett's defense, but Ava Christensen has been great in the goal so far. We've seen a little bit of everything from her this year, and it's great to see her off to a good start right now, blocking all these shots.
Loose puck, great job on the leg. It's off the post, no goal. Swing and a miss on the icing attempt, tries again, and he got it slightly deep. Oh boy, standing on her head right now, the netminder for the Red Wings.
Speaking of Ava Christensen, she's making some great plays, including that rebound play, as we see Highland get another shot.
Good job. Calandra to avoid the garbage goal. Out behind the net, picked up by the Giants. Andrew Schlie warned us about that speed, partner, and we're seeing it on design today for the Giants.
Just some absolute athletes on this other side of the team. Bennett is going to get their fifth skater back on the ice in Hudson Schlie. That should help mitigate some of the risk that Highland Park is posing in the zone right now. Can Bennett respond with something of their own, though?
Back to even strength at the blue line, wasn't ready for it. Instead, it's picked up by Silverman. Bouncing off the boards, retrieved by Benet, obtained at the blue line, and now puck accepted at the other blue line. Chance, centering pass, another try, shot, blocked, loose puck, finds its way to the CCM sign, picked up by DeWilkins. He was trying to feed it to Stone, instead spin-a-rama action to the point, picked up well, tap pass, Schlie, and then cycling the puck over to the face-off dot. Backhander in the slot. DeWilkins had it briefly. Now to the defenseman. Shot blocked. Beautiful job by the Giants getting a piece of that. Out behind the netminder. Picked up by Silverman and then sent over to the hash mark. Trying to steal is Benet. Board battle. Who will win this one? This time it's the Giants. Pageant won that one. Off the glass, off the skate, still in the zone. And Caplan has no choice but to freeze. That should be a call. And partner Pageant got away with one.
That was a whistle, maybe a second or two, and then a bit of a shove by Pageant. You wanted your guy to enforce, but that was a pretty risky decision to try and lay down the law right there by Pageant. They don't pay for it. Maybe they will later on in the game.
I was surprised they didn't call that one.
I suppose they're letting them play today. We can see on the replay. That looked pretty late to me. I don't know about you.
Yeah, that's the epitome of tripping.
Yeah.
Look, here's the thing. Whatever you call at the beginning of the game, you have to call the rest of the game. So you have to set the precedent early on. But a trip is a trip. And when you don't call it and you continue to not call things, then it gets chippy, and then bodies are flying and fights can happen.
Yeah, the referees have to establish what sort of game they want this to be early on, or else they will draw the ire of coaches and fans alike. Whatever it's going to be, they need to establish the tone now. We're about halfway through this first period, and now's the time to do it.
Out to the blue line. It's going to be tough sledding for Benet right now. They're at home, but right now the Giants have the advantage in terms of their speed and the forecheck pressure. In the slot, and then scatters over to the corner. Board battle right now. After right now, notably, is Cole Romo. 2 Redwings as well as 2 Giants. Oh, what a hit! Humongous hit at the corner was delivered by Karras. And then it was off the stick of Dusak. At neutral ice, delayed offside. The Giants want a line change, and they'll get it. Benet has time, right on target. Oh, no! And Benet doesn't like it, partner, but I think it's the right call. I think just Gavin Murphy swung and missed on that attempt to accept the pass.
Yeah, Gavin Murphy had a chance to get deep in the zone as Highland Park was making the line change. No dice, as did not get the stick on the puck. You're going to squander those opportunities. I don't think that should stop Benet from pursuing them in the future, but I think Highland Park's attacking them with just as much ferocity as we've seen Benet do all year, and I don't know if they're quite ready for that right now.
That was a little dangerous, partner. A centering pass right in front of their netminder. That shot off the pad.
They're putting a lot of faith in Christensen right now, and she is helping out her team. Been great to see from Ava.
There is no 55 on the roster, so it could be Kane, but there was no 55 on CCHL.US, but Christensen usually wears 35.
Yeah.
So...
this is true. Whoever it is in the goal for the Benet Red Wings, great job. Hats off to you so far.
0-0 game. We will have overtime. Uh-oh. Touched last by Highland Park. Were they offside, or is it going to be interference against the Giants? Penalty would kill either team. And it will still be even strength hockey.
It's been a dogfight so far. You have to wonder, after Bennett's great victory over Fenwick the other night, if they're feeling a little gassed themselves. I think any team would be gassed after something like that, but Benet is a team we've seen so much speed from all year in the forecheck and the backcheck, just getting all over the ice. And matching up with Highland Park's just quickness today is going to be a difficult task. As the game goes on, it's just going to get more and more difficult.
Right. Usually Benet is the faster team, but they're a little undersized, so they play teams like St. Ignatius who are enforcers. This is kind of a Benet versus Benet game. Both teams a little undersized and have speed.
I think both teams came into this wanting to fight fire with fire. That's what we're seeing now. Not quite the opportunity conversions we've seen from either teams that we've seen from before. Benet puts another shot in the net. But there's a lot of game left. Anything can happen. You know, it's playoff hockey. What do you guys expect, right?
They went with Caplan. So far, it's the right decision. Now, Caplan hasn't really been tested. And back over to neutral ice. Played by Rosenthal. He struggled on Thursday. Let's see how he plays today. Meanwhile, Pageant, who got away with that trip. Dangerous pass, and he sends it over to Meek in front of his goalie.
It was right to the crease. He trusts his teammate to complete the pass and continue with it. A lot of trust in this Highland Park team. That's what I'll say about that.
Right, yeah, that's That's dangerous, though, because the goalie can't see. So if he falls down, if he loses an edge or something, or he goes off the wrong part of his stick, that's an own goal.
One of the most brutal things in hockey is an own goal. I mean, it's one thing in soccer. I think that happens a bit more often just because of how the game is played. But in hockey, that's just a killer. We don't want to see it from either team today. We just want to see some good, clean hockey in this Blackhawk Cup first round.
Look at that pass right on target over to Schneiderman, but they were offside. They played by the rules, and then they cheated.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right, Kyle? No. We're seeing Highland Park's aggression get to them. Are they going to stop? No, that's not the way they play the game. They're going to continue to push the pace, continue to get down on the ice, and try to convert as many opportunities as they can. They continue to send shots towards the goal. I think at this level, that's still the thing you want to do, but with the level that these teams both play, you have to start thinking about not just getting the quantity of shots on goal, but the quality.
You know, we talked a lot about Lansky, but let's talk about Lichtenfeld. 21 assists on the season. Lansky might be the straw that stirs the drink, but Lichtenfeld, he's the glue of this team.
Yeah, as a defenseman, he's still the third leading scorer from Highland Park in their league play this year with 25 points, 21 of those being the assists you've mentioned, which is just, it's impressive for anybody, but for him to be able to do that as well as be an all-state defenseman, I mean, just hats off to him. I think that's going to be something that was going to continue to be a sign for Benet to watch out for. He definitely was in their game plan right up. Got to watch where 23 is.
That shot blocked over to the corner. And setting it up in front. Shot. Nice job of Murphy making up for his mistake earlier, getting a stick on that. And partner, when you put your stick out, remember those sticks can break, and we're not talking about multi-million-dollar budgets for these players. You have to pay to play hockey, and a broken stick, there will be a parent watching this game that won't be too happy about that.
Yeah. Forget what movie it's from, but it's like, this is my hockey stick. There are many like it, but this one is mine. You got to take care of it, but you also got to take care of your goal. And that was great by Murphy there to go ahead and do both those things in one fell swoop.
Picked up by Silverman. Behind the netminder, which I believe is Christensen. Tapped off the boards. Here we go, 2-on-2. Chance for Benet. Saucer pass. Interesting decision there, Andrew. I'll let you call it. I would have liked to see a shot and a rebound try.
I like the angle that Benet had coming, attacking on that right side, because even if you miss there, like you said, that rebound opportunity is going to be there, likely off of the goalie's pads, directly into your teammate. It's hard to make those decisions in the heat of the moment. There's going to be other decisions, maybe a coachable moment for Andrew Schlie and the Benet crew.
Yeah, he decided to go with the pass instead of the shot. Remember, you have to use your physics and geometry skills. You got to target where you want to shoot at the pad to get that direct rebound try for your teammate. That shot, gloved. Interesting decision as he went over the top with his glove instead of relying on his blocker to make the save.
A save is a save. We've seen Caplan not really been tested that much today, but the times that Caplan has had a puck go towards the goal, it's stopped it every time. Maybe those nerves from getting a start like this in the first round of the playoffs, maybe cooling down a little bit, but interesting to see the glove come out there, like you said.
Clean win to Calandra. Blocked. Calandra's got to get back. Oh, no, here we go. 2-on-1 for the Giants. Breakaway coming up for Highland Park. Shot to save. Humongous save by Christensen. And partner, that's on Calandra. You just got to accept the pass and shoot. And if it's not there, you just got to bounce it off the boards really quickly.
Yeah, definitely got to get rid of that. No way that puck needs to be slow moving in that part of the ice right there. A great job by Benet's defense to get back when it counted the most. Another great job by who we believe is Christensen in front of the goal to go ahead and stop it.
So it's 55 today in between the pipes for Benet. It was a beautiful pass, by the way, by Cole Romo, right on target. The shot was okay. He went a little bit too high. Easy save for the netminder, but good job for 55 to get out of the crease and force a tough angle shot.
Yeah, it's all about changing the angle of the shot. If someone goes unabated to the goalie, I think almost anybody on both teams could put a shot on goal that is going to go in most of the time. If you're able to change that shot, those odds go down dramatically.
At the blue line, one hopper into the glove. Ooh, he decides to play it. It's off the skate. Always tough in a goalie. When you have numbers around you, instead of freezing it, you get it off the glove and send it to your teammate. Because the thought process is that's an icing against Benet. The thought process is I don't want to freeze it because it allows Highland Park to get fresh legs on a line change. But if we play it and my teammates are tired, then they can't break the puck out quickly either.
Yeah, it's definitely taking a risk, especially with the amount of pressure that Highland Park's been putting on that side of the ice on Bennett's goal to go ahead and kick that out and maybe get it down the ice. It worked out well until the icing for Benet. Highland Park maybe with a chance right here.
And then out to neutral ice, played right now by Meek, and who is defensive teammate Cohen, and then dumped in, played behind the net. We do 3 stars of the game in hockey. Right now, star of the game is Bennett's goalie, number 55.
Hats off to Bennett's goalie. We believe might be Ava Christensen. It might be Joel Kane. Either way, great stuff going on. Benet!
Shot! Oh! Chance for DeWilkins, just went wide.
I got a little too excited there, but I thought that puck was in the net.
Lansky with it. Lansky falls to the ice. Hand up, another trip. Might actually be a slash as he went down with the stick at his legs, but yeah, that's also good gamesmanship by Lansky. Even if it's just a little tug, knowing your ref, knowing they called the first one, you feel the tug. I'm not saying it's great sportsmanship, but it's great gamesmanship. You feel the tug, go to the ice, hopefully you get a tripping call.
You're on the ice trap there to win a game. I think that's a good call to do. You want to get the advantage as best you can. I think that was a pretty obvious call, even if Lansky didn't quite take the dive that he did. And it might cost Benet heavily. They've been doing good with the penalty kill as of recent. I think the last 2 or 3 they've killed it successfully. We'll see if they can do that here again against a potent Highland Park offense.
Yeah, they also weren't playing Dylan Lansky, though, had 27 goals and 14 assists.
That guy's different. Got to know where he's at in the ice, especially right now.
That shot. Nice blocker save out to the point, played by Meek. Chance for Cohen, nice pass. Face-off circle shot. Loose puck. And it was off the shin guard and will go the other way.
Ideal opportunity for Benet. Get some fresh legs on the ice for the rest of this minute and a half that Highland Park's going to have the power play and hopefully be able to stop this attack.
Cohen sending it up to the blue line. Chance in the slot. They're trying to feed it over to Lansky. After it is Schneiderman. Off the boards, tapped out well by the Red Wings. Knuckle puck action. After it. And hesitation move as he got Quinlan off the puck. Quinlan was the one man in deep. There's now Schneiderman next. That's Lichtenfeld playing it over to the blue line. Tap pass out in front, backhander, easy save. Back over to the corner, off the glass. Puck circles and finds its way to the point. Now back to neutral ice. Lansky, who's been falling to the ice a couple of times because of some slashes and trips. Shot, he scores! Goal awarded for Highland Park. On the assist will be Lansky. And the goal scored is going to be that man we talked about a lot, Ben Lichtenfeld.
All-Stater to All-Stater. We said their names so much, their ears must have been burning. Just a beautiful play by Lansky, getting the puck out into neutral ice, bringing it back to the left, opening up a lane and an angle for Lichtenfeld to accept the pass and put it into the net. Hard to really blame that on anybody on Benet, especially the goalie, just because they were a disadvantaged man. Highland Park, though, making the statement early. This is exactly what you did not want to see for the Benet Academy Red Wings.
Just really no chance for the goalie. And for Benet, they've been very good, even strength. When they trip Lansky, they get into some problems, as Highland Park almost scored in their first power play, second time they got it done.
Yeah, and especially on their power play defense, I think it's hard for any team to defend when the other team has a power play. But I'm seeing Benet kind of over-pursue the person with the puck. They seem to be puck chasing a little bit. Only saw one defender backside that was there for that pass that was to Lichtenfeld. He wasn't really that close to the goalie. Wasn't where he needed to be. Something that Benet needs to shore up next time for sure.
They almost scored, and how crucial was it they didn't score? Sliding puck at the blue line. DeWilkins was near the crease. He couldn't finish, and then Giants get the power play. They are able to finish off the boards. Checked hard into the boards. Tie-up action. It's being tied up is 17 of Benet. Now played by Schlie. Saucer pass attempt and then backhanded out. Slow-moving puck. No choice but to play it by the goalie and Christensen. Schlie calls for it. Schlie, tap play. And he just couldn't get past the D. Meek was after it. Puck intended for Fisher. It's on his stick now. And with under a minute to go, it's in front. Oh, dangerous play.
That was scary. Not sure where that puck was for a second.
Oh, boy. Okay, he falls down, but no hand up that time.
Some Highland Park players really trying to take advantage of those referees' early tripping calls and trying to get some more right now. I think that was a good no call, and I only got to see it for a quick second. I was on the other end of the ice, but looks like the right call.
Highland Park would disagree, though. Whatever you call to begin the game, you have to stick with. And even though it hurts Benet, if Bennett's not playing by the rules, you still have to call those trippings, even if they're ticky-tack. Rebound try, can't get it on net. 23 seconds left. Highland Park looking to make a 2-goal game as that slap shot goes wide. And with 18 seconds left, Highland Park has a chance for a couple of shots. That fire attempt blocked. Benet looking to get it out. Off the boards. And it will be ice, so another chance for Highland Park with 6.1 to go. We will cut after this period goes to our field reporter in Jerry Baldwin. He's got a report for us. Meanwhile, partner, 1-0 lead for Highland Park. You can make the argument Bennett's been the better team, even strength, but they weren't able to score on the 5-on-5, and the opportunities that Highland Park has had on their 5-on-4, they've capitalized.
We said it before the game, Bennett's got to stay disciplined. They have for the most part. Those 2 calls they had, the tripping and just really doomed them so far. Still, though, it's a 1-goal game. It's playoff hockey. A lot of game to go. They should still keep their heads high walking into, or not going to be walking into the locker room, but going into the second period, rather.
So we're going to take a break, and then Jerry Baldwin will join the broadcast with a special report down at ice level. You're watching the Giants against the Redwings here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Yeah. Second period about to start. I'm Kyle Smith, and I'm with my field reporter, Jerry Baldwin. And Jerry, what do you got for me?
Kyle, it's great to be with you. We are seeing a heck of a hockey game so far. So the message is very clear from the Highland Park bench, and that's one of short shifts and physicality. And with the bigger ice surface, they're trying to shorten the shifts, get everybody involved, and you're seeing that happen. Now, one key thing with regard to their Dylan Lansky, their top scorer, he assisted beautifully on the first goal, but what we're seeing from him is he's also played a role with regard to drawing both of the penalties. So those are a key thing. And Benet decided to go with a different goaltender tonight. So far working out really well. They just need some help on the offense. But Dylan Lansky having a heck of a game, not only on the score sheet with regard to the assists, but also with regard to drawing 2 penalties. So we'll keep an eye on him and the Benet team as well as we go forward.
Is it Joel Kane or Ava Christensen between the pipes for Benet tonight?
It is Joel Kane in the pipes,
all right.
Between the pipes.
Thank you so much, because we did have a 55 on the roster, so we thought it was Christensen. But,
yes, that's who you have.
All right. Thank you so much. That's Jerry Baldwin, and Andrew will join me in a second here as the second period about to start. Jerry does a great job for us. He just joined the crew last week, and he's learning on the fly, but he's doing excellent work for us. Dicosola will take the face-off for Benet Academy. The ref making sure all the players are ready here. And that was a clean win by Highland Park over to neutral ice. Well, it's only 1-0, Andrew, but it feels like a bigger score right now for the Giants.
Just the way they've been able to continue to possess the puck on their end of the ice and get another opportunity here.
Kane with a nice save, rebound try. Kane again. Kane coming up big. This might be the best game he's played all season.
He has looked good so far, and with good reason. Highland Park continues to put the pressure on. I wasn't able to finish my sentence before they had another look at the goal right there. Wow. But yeah, Highland Park really feels like they could be up a couple goals, but 1-0 is actually a victory for Benet. They're trying to ride whatever momentum they can still get out of what they've played so far, and the home crowd here hopefully can parlay that into something good in the future.
Schlie, clean win as Rosenthal over to DeWilkins. As DeWilkins lost it, Giants steal. And that was not past the center line. If it goes past the end line, oh, they don't call it. The hand was up, Parter, but they didn't call the icing.
I also saw the hand go up, and the hand's going up now for the same thing.
What a break for Highland Park, and a bad break against Benet. It looked like Benet was going to have a face-off deep in Highland Park's territory, but instead they blow it off. And instead, Benet ices. We got kind of a whole rink swing there.
Yeah, that's a big swing, especially for a team that's trailing 1-0. I would not be happy to see that if I was the Redwings. Hopefully they can get this face-off, get it out of their zone.
Off the glass, trying to tap it, and then over to the bench. Penalties kill ya. That's the storyline right now. Bennett was fine, even strength. Give credit to Lansky. He feels that tug. He goes right to the ice. Excellent gamesmanship by Lansky. That's the difference maker. 2 power plays. Highland Park almost scored on their first man advantage. The second one they scored, and their goalie and Caplan's done the rest.
Yeah, love or hate the flop. It's a part of the game. You're trying to win as any way you can, and there's nothing in the rules that says you can't, right?
No, and by the way, these are tugs. It's not like he's just falling down and flopping,
Right,
full-on flopping. These are, Bennett is cheating. And they almost got called for another trip. Then again, there was a trip after the whistle was blown that should have been called on Paget. They didn't call it, so I guess, you got a make-up call for the ref. Meanwhile, the blue line. Lansky with it still. God, is he such a force out there. No-look backhander.
He really does get all over the ice with that puck. Can almost put it anywhere he wants to. It's really amazing even how he's getting pressured and hit by these Benet defensemen. He's still really able to put the puck into his teammates' hands anytime he needs to.
No one touched that icing, and each team only has 1 timeout, partner, so you don't want to call it now necessarily. But I think Andrew Schneiderman's got to at least think about it because he's being outplayed these last 5 minutes of this hockey game.
Yeah, it's definitely a consideration. With only having 1 timeout in a hockey game as this, and there's only 1 time you actually get to go to the locker room after the second period when Zamboni comes out.
Correct.
Definitely factors in a little differently than it would for other matches that they'd be in.
Right. Yeah, some tournaments you get 2 timeouts.
Yep.
And then there's different rules for the Zamboni, but we play the AHAI rules, which is Zamboni after the second period. And tapped over to neutral ice. Trying to send it over. Instead, Bennett steals. And icing called against Highland Park.
A lot more icings than usual that we've seen from, or at least in Bennett games that we've been here for. A lot of more icings. Not sure why that is exactly the case. Maybe teams are really just trying to push the pace and their teammates are not really going to stick on it. Either way, though, good luck for Bennett. They're finally going to get a chance to get a face-off right in front of the goal.
So face-off coming up. Dentice. This is a big face-off for the Red Wings. Trailing by a goal. If you're just joining us, the man advantage, and that's where we stand right now. That's the only goal that was scored for either team on a power play. Lichtenfeld. Meanwhile, behind the net, Highland Park taking their time. Bouncing off the boards. They have numbers to the Giants. Saucer pass. And there were 2 forwards around it. The intended target was Raposo. And then backhanded over. Intended target is Alpeter. He got a piece of it with his glove. Sliding puck on the tape. And it's spearheaded into the zone.
I will say on that last approach by Highland Park, just really great discipline by their forwards to stay onside. They had a chance to potentially be offsides there. 2 of them, as you said, there was 2 forwards on the backside, maybe accepting that pass. Really good job to know where their teammates are at, just have great awareness out there in the rink.
Sending the puck up well to Dusak. Just past the tape of Hollweck. It's kind of the difference in this game, too. All of the passes for Highland Park seem to be right on the tape. Bennett is just a half an inch away. That shot, trying to go high with it, way high, and both players fall. It was a battle between O'Rourke and Voorhees. Slow-moving puck, back into the zone. It's tough for Kane, Andrew. He's only given up 1 goal, but his team still trails.
Yeah, it's not helping him out, the fact that, like you said, with the passes, Bennett's just quite aren't as crisp as we've seen from Highland Park. Not quite getting to the guy exactly where they need to be, and it just allows the defender to maybe swipe it away from him for an opportunity on the other end. We'll say real quick, I would like to shout out some of my friends who have joined our live chat. Hello, Kyle. Hello, Eric. Hello, Cooper. Thanks for joining. Thanks for tuning in to Red Wing Hockey. We appreciate you, as I'm sure that the Bennett fans do.
A lot of Highland Park fans as well watching.
This is true, yeah. Understandable why they wouldn't want to make the drive out here. It's a bit Bennett heavy in this crowd today.
It's a long drive from Highland Park to Woodridge.
You got that right.
No easy way to get here from Highland Park either. 13:07 remaining in the period. O'Rourke, his shot in the slot. Slapper, saved by Caplan, he scores! scores! New hockey game, Andrew. Carson Stone finishes the job.
Yeah, what? Benet actually got an opportunity the other end of the ice, and they made the most of it. I want to take a look at that replay here, see exactly how that puck came off the goalie, I believe, and then put right back into the net.
Yeah, so O'Rourke with the shot. It was in the slot. Then back out, quick slapper, and then Carson Stone near the 5-hole, got a piece of it, and finished the job.
Right place, right time. He's not known for his goal-scoring ability. In the regular season, only had 2 goals in league play, but he stepped up when they needed him most. This is a brand-new hockey game, as you said, with under 13 to go in the second period. Benet should feel rejuvenated that they have a chance to take this one.
And how different of a game is it that it's at Seven Bridges Ice Arena instead of up north in the North Shore? You got to think that that's advantage Benet. They have a lot more fans here rooting on versus Highland Park.
If they can get into the locker room tied or even winning, that mood in the locker room is going to be a lot different, where they feel that they not only have a chance to take this, but that this is their game to lose, and they need to step up and make that happen.
Over to the blue line. Backhanded. No one home to retrieve. There's Frasco. He pinches. And the decision of the Highland Park coaching staff to go with Caplan over Graham Spencer. Really nothing that Caplan could do there. He made the save. Could he have been quicker on his 5-0? I guess maybe, but that was all Carson Stone willpower to score that goal.
I think no matter who you started today at goalie, there was going to be those questions. Like maybe if that goal wasn't given up or Highland Park ends up winning, maybe we should have gone with the backup because we would have been fine anyways. Or if you put the backup and he gives up a goal, maybe we needed to put our starter in so we could advance to the next round. I think there's always going to be just some stuff in hindsight you could always look at. But either way, I think there's a great goalie they have between the pipes right now. It's only a 1-1 game. Anything can still happen. And Bennett's going to have another chance here to put one on goal.
You know, the reason that Benet got back into this game, the main reason, face-offs. You look at the live stats powered by Dylan Root. Hudson Schlie, he's won 5 out of 6 face-offs. How brilliant has he been today?
Yeah, that guy's something else with the stick, as we've seen all season. Not just in goal scoring and assisting, but simply just being able to get the puck and get it to one of his teammates. For Highland Park, too, we've seen a couple guys. Let's see, Andrew Schneiderman's won 2. Jacob Perlin's won 5.
But he's also had 10.
He's also lost 5. He seems to be their go-to guy. I think Hudson Schlie's maybe gotten the best of him out there. Those seem to be the 2 guys that are taking the face-offs the most for both teams.
Gianluca Dicosola has been great today, 3 for 3 in the face-off department. Over to the hash mark, intended pass. Rosenthal, he's got to be quick. The Achilles heel today of Benet. They're just playing with that puck too much at the blue line. Either get it on net or just shoot it back into the zone.
Don't play with your food, Redwings. Make something happen whether you're going towards. And speaking of not playing with your food, I think O'Rourke must have heard us say that, Kyle.
Man, he just drilled his opponent, Alex Schneiderman.
Just a great clean hit. That's what you want to see if you're Benet. I think that should inspire them to continue to apply that pressure. You know, maybe get some fans tapping on the glass. They'll be ready to get at it again.
Caplan could not glove it out to Quinlan at the corner. And Karras, his shot. Ooh, close. O'Rourke pinches.
It's a fantastic deflection there by number 18, Gianluca Dicosola.
Gianluca Dicosola.
Dicosola. Kyle's better with the names, guys. Give me a break.
And Caplan cannot freeze it. Back over to the face-off circle. Oh, boy, almost went off the head of the linesman. Dangerous game. Even the refs can get hurt.
Must have not liked a call he made earlier on one of the trips.
Carson Stone past the blue line. Carson, he can't toe drag his way around the D. Up at the point. Now it finds its way to neutral ice. Played well by Quinlan. He's taken off the puck, but not before he can pass it to Dicosola. 2-on-2 now. Shot. Stick save that time. Frozen by Caplan. Oh, boy, some tangling up action at the face-off circle. Leading the pack was Evan Pageant. He has been a nuisance against the Red Wings right now.
He's just getting under the Benet Academy skin right now. He's everywhere where you don't want him to be, just chomping at the bit, trying to do exactly what he can. He's doing a great job of that, and I think without him, this would be a much different hockey game. As it stands, though, it's still 1-1. Bennett's going to have another chance here.
Face-off, won by the Red Wings, but Highland Park steals off the stick. Puck finds its way past the center line. Frasco using all his speed to his advantage to get it. He's taken off the puck. Big check by Perlin, and then over to the corner. And Dicosola did not touch that, so it's icing. And if the Red Wings want, they can get a line change. What have you seen from Benet the last 5 minutes? At the end of the first period, in the first 2 minutes, it was all Highland Park, but since then it's been all Redwings.
Yeah, they've been able to control the puck well. We were talking about how their passing maybe not looked as sharp as Highland Park's getting to each one of their teammates. They've been doing a great job, whether it's in the neutral zone or on their end of the ice on a forecheck. They've been doing a great job of just getting it to one another, not turning it over, and just avoiding those slow-moving pucks in the neutral zone that Highland Park
loose puck in this
could potentially take to the other end. Ooh, yeah. That came out of nowhere.
Right, yeah. That's the thing, partner. When you cross over like that, when you put your glove and you cross over to the blocker, it's a little bit erratic, and it's not the easiest thing to do. I get why Caplan likes to do that because it leads to an early freeze. But sometimes it goes off your glove, and you're at an interesting spot because your glove's right where your blocker should be. And so if they try to go glove, you don't have enough time to nab it with your glove.
Yeah, you did bring that up earlier on when in the first period, Alfred Caplan made a similar save like that where he did end up gloving it. But in that case, a little bit risky to try it there once again. Maybe something that the coaches talked to him in the locker room after the end of the second period.
I get why he's doing it. He doesn't want to allow a pad save, which would lead to a rebound. But that's where rebound control comes into play. You get the blocker, but you don't pound at it with the blocker so that the puck goes straight into the slot. If you just tap it with the blocker, the puck is closer to you to make an easier rebound save.
Yeah, well said.
Rosenthal, dangerous play. Luckily, that wasn't right in front. It was sort of at an angle. And meanwhile, in the slot, Giants had it briefly, stolen away. Here come the Red Wings. He falls down. Going to the box will be Raposo. Highland Park can't believe it, but you know what? The refs set the precedent in the first period on those trips, and it continues on into the second session.
Benet said two can play at that game. If Highland Park is going to feel that tug and go down, potentially get a penalty call, the Red Wings are going to do the same. And we know with this Benet team, how many times we said in this broadcast, they are great on the power play. They lead the CCHL in power play goals. They're going to get 2 minutes with that exact situation here. Can the Red Wings capitalize?
Face-off coming up. Carson Stone will take it. He's got the only goal for the Red Wings tonight. Face-off, won by the Giants. After it is Meek. Trying to keep it in, can't. And they'll have to regroup and reconnoiter in their own end. Joel Kane, man, has he been huge tonight.
Not sure if he was certain he was going to get the start today, but he's really stepped up when this team's needed him most, even with their starter Ciesla on the bench. He's been doing great stuff between the pipes.
Was that in? Rosenthal saw he was not past the blue line.
Great awareness by the Benet team to stay on side and keep this opportunity going.
O'Rourke was offside, so he's got to get back. We have seen, oh no, he swings and misses on the icing attempt. As Cohen tied up. Now a board battle. Trying to win it is Quinlan. And did Cohen touch that stick? That'd be such a tough call for holding the stick. I like the no call there.
Yeah, don't want to take that opportunity away from either team at that point. Only a minute left on the power play, though. Benet really has not gotten a good look at the goal. Really hasn't had a chance to, as Highland Park playing it well with a great ice at the other end.
Tap pass to Schlie. That's the man you want to have the puck. Schlie past the center line. And then tapped over to Hollweck. Spinorama. Back over to Schlie. Wrister blocked in the slot. Turnaround shot. Couldn't get it on net. And then iced by the Giants. Kane sent over to Schlie. This might be their last rush of the power play, Andrew.
Yeah, Highland Park, I think, recognizing that, got some fresh legs on the ice there. No call there on the fall from Benet. They still have 20 seconds on the power play. It's not over yet, although it might be after that.
The difference between high school and NHL. Remember, in the NHL, the goalie cannot go past that trapezoid, but in high school, you can play wherever you want to behind the net. And stolen away. That'll do it for the power play. Awesome penalty kill by the Giants. Off the glass to DeWilkins. And that's stolen away by Lansky. Lansky, he's got a chance. Shot, beautiful save by Kane. And just ill-advised play by Benet. You got to know where Lansky is at all times.
Yeah, it's one thing to give up that pass or let Highland Park steal it right there, but it's another thing to give it to Lansky, who's one of the more prolific scorers there. But Kane remaining firm, the brick wall in the net as of right now. That was a great look at the goal that Highland Park got right there, but Kane is remaining solid.
So right now we got update on face-off. Perlin is 7 of 12, and now Schlie 5 of 8. As at least 5 icings for Benet.
Just not quite able to get the puck out there and push the pace as much as they usually have. We've really seen them get a couple clean looks at the goal, but not as much as I think we've seen them in the past, especially in CCHL play. Hold on.
For Lansky, shot goes wide. It just seems like if Highland Park's going to the next round of the playoffs, it's going to be because of 71.
Yeah, he seems to be the only one that's getting good looks at the goal consistently, setting up his teammates in a great way, as he set up his teammate on their first goal of the game. Yep. Yeah, I will say, a great job at Benet's defense, though. Davin Frasco with a great job just changing the shot of the Highland Park players right there. He's been doing a good job as we're going to get a stoppage in play.
And look, that was a great goal by Stone, but the heads-up hockey by Karras, knowing he was in the right positioning to just do a quick slapper, just get it on net. Crash net philosophy. He shoots. Stone is there for the rebound, and Stone finished that play.
Shots can beget other shots if you do them right. I do think that was a great, smart hockey IQ play by Benet. I think that's one that Andrew Schlie might put in the tape for the film room next year.
Backhanded off the boards. Rosenthal sending it over to Calandra. Calandra. Puck trying to be acquired by Dusek. No offside. Falling to the ice. Ref, good job getting out of the way of that pass. As it's sent over to Schneiderman. He's been pretty quiet tonight. Taking off the puck well. All to the blue line. In the slot. Chance shot. Cade rebound. Try Cade again.
Stop the first slap and the rebound as he pitches it out here. And Bennett's going to get it going the other way with an advantage. Great job by Kane to get it out right there.
You know, Parter, what we haven't talked about a lot, which is what I would like to talk about now, even though Kane hasn't gotten a lot of playing time, he's the freshest of the 3 goalies. And sometimes when you're that fresh and you've been working on stuff in practice and at your house, sometimes the coaches see that and they go with you over the Ciesla, the most popular pick. And right now, Kane seems to be the right pick today.
He's eager. He's getting after it.
Shot. That one goes wide. And look, Bennett's had a couple of breaks because Highland Park's missing the net. Meanwhile, behind the net, wraparound try. Kane saw it all the way. Trying to do it was Radigan, and then back over to the blue line. Played right now as Hensel just couldn't get the pass he wanted to. Karras. This goes off the skate of a linesman. Sent over right on the tape. Obtained by Benet. Slot shot. And, you know, Caplan's going to continue doing that. He puts that glove over. He likes doing that, but he's been unable to glove it a couple of times.
He likes the glove. Looks more like a catcher than a goalie. Here we go.
Chance slot, block shot. Another try. Great job by Benet. As it was two-way hockey that time, led by Mindel. Shot by Schlie. And not able to finish the play. Great job by Caplan getting a piece of that. Out in the slot to the blue line. Karras has to get back quickly, and he does. Caplan, one-on-one. Trying to get past Caplan, can't. Good job by Karras, and Karras took Meek off the puck. O'Rourke sending the puck up to DeWilkins. Now played by Dicosola. Dicosola's hit hard into the boards by Silverman. Picked up well, and here come the Giants. 3-on-3 now, past the blue line. Tap pass in the slot. Shot goes wide. And then after it right now is Melinger. Melinger with it. Couple of stick handling moves, and over to Lansky. Lansky tied up well, and puck concealed by Lansky. And over to the corner, O'Rourke's going to be called for either roughing or cross-checking.
Might spell disaster for Benet. Their back check was looking really good. Kane's been great in the goal, but their defense was really shored up right there. Might not be the same if Highland Park's going to go in a power play right here. Let's see.
So he tied him up, so that was legal by O'Rourke. Puck got loose. Yeah, I guess it's tripping. But he's not tugging at Lansky. Lansky just kind of fell into the stick. I don't know.
That might be some more work of Lansky knowing when to go down to potentially bait a call out of the referee. We don't have the best camera angle of it, but it's a penalty either way. Can Benet kill another penalty?
Over to Lichtenfeld. At the corner. Lansky sending it over to the blue line. Lansky. A lot of time remaining on their man advantage. Lichtenfeld, the ref actually got in the way of Lichtenfeld, so a break for Bennett, and they'll get a line change. Quinlan's tired. He sprints to the bench.
Can Bennett get back real quick with that line change, though? Here comes Highland Park.
Schneiderman shot, stick saving to beauty by Kane. And then iced well by the Red Wings. Caplan coming out of his own net. There is no tomorrow in the Blackhawk Cup. There'll be a winner. They advance to play Loyola or OPRF. Loser, their season is over.
It's quite the dynamic change from what we've seen Bennett play in the Kennedy Cup, where each round is a best-of-3 series. And they won game 1 against Fenwick the other night, but you know that wasn't quite the. That was game 2.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that was game 2.
They almost won game 1.
They almost did win. They lost in overtime. See, I know my stuff, but clearly not. Quite the different dynamic, though, when it's a 3-game series versus just win or go home 1 game.
Right, yeah.
There is no tomorrow, like you said, and this is the only time they're going to see this team. Got to make it happen.
It just seems, though, when the puck is not on Lansky's stick, it's advantage Bennett. When Lansky's got the puck, it seems like it's all 5 Bennett players against Lansky, and Lansky's winning that battle.
Yeah, it's really a sight to see.
Heads up.
Someone just got a souvenir.
I always love the scene from Dodgeball, where the fan who's got like the popcorn and the soda, and he gets hit with a dodgeball, and then the play-by-play announcer says, "That's a lucky souvenir for a fan." Just a fantastic movie.
Somebody should keep the puck when it goes in there. I know it's a high school game and they probably need it, but like, I don't know. I want to see some drama from the fans, right?
Get it signed by the player. It'll be worth 50 cents on eBay.
That might be a bit too much. I don't know. I was thinking maybe a quarter.
You never know, though. Alex DeBrinket, he played his high school hockey at Lake Forest Academy.
Oh, really? Check that out.
Yeah. You never know.
Could have some future NHL studs out here. You never know.
Up to the blue line. Yeah, it's with 26 seconds remaining. No more power play off the boards, off the stick. Giant steal. Chance now for Bennett. DeWilkins, backhanded pass, chance, shot! And the net fell off. Bennett is arguing, and also pushing and shoving going on between Caplan, a teammate, and a Bennett player. And that's one of the assistant captains for Bennett. And that makes it so tough. We're going to watch it on replay in a second. Did a Highland Park player knock into the net on purpose? So there's the pass. No, it looked like the Bennett player knocked the net over.
Yeah, that was just his momentum carrying through. He was trying to catch up to that setup pass from DeWilkins there. Yeah, I do think that's no penalty there. Unfortunate break for Bennett. If that net doesn't fall over, they maybe have a chance to put it back in off a rebound or another opportunity as some of the Highland Park players went down. But with only 15 seconds left in the period, that might be all she wrote for this part of the game.
Wow, so we will get Jerry Baldwin soon for the second intermission report. Fast game, partner. I mean, we've seen some penalties, but not that many icings this period. And Spinorama back over to the blue line.
It's really been some beautiful, pure hockey so far. We're going to get another 17 minutes of it coming up shortly. I'm excited for it, and I hope everybody else is too.
I am. I mean, this is old school hockey.
Yep.
1-to-1. It's goalie against goalie, and it's Dylan Lansky against the entire Benet Academy Red Wings, it seems like.
All we're missing is a fight, which I don't hope happens. Then it would truly be old school hockey, but we want these kids to be safe and have fun and compete, so we'll
see.
do that. Yeah.
It could be golden goal. Whoever scores the second goal for either team, that's it. It could be a 2-1 final.
It sure looks like it.
You know, we'll take a break. Jerry Baldwin will join us for the second intermission report here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
How's it going, guys? Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich. Jerry Baldwin will probably be joining us shortly. Meanwhile, let's talk about the game. It is a 1-1 tie. Old school hockey partner, Dylan Lansky with the assist, Lichtenfield with the goal, and then Karras with the assist, Stone with the goal, and that's where we stand right now.
Yeah, the goals aren't coming easy today, that's for sure. We didn't expect this to be a dogfight, even with two backup goalies in the net. Not a high-scoring affair. This is what playoff hockey's all about. It's sure held up to its standard so far.
We got one more period of hockey, unless we go to overtime. We got to have a winner today.
Yes.
We do 3 stars to the game for hockey. My 3 stars, number 3 would be Caplan, number 2 would be Kane, and number 1 would be Dylan Lansky.
Yeah, it's hard to put anybody other than Lansky at that number 1 spot, just of how quick he's been all over the ice, setting up opportunities for Highland Park. I think the one extra person I will shout out to is defenseman Alex Karras. I think he's done a great job getting back, just the speed to try and shut down that Highland Park attack. He's done a great job when it comes to that. And I don't know if the cameras picked it up. He had a hard check on one of the Highland Park players that had a shot, but then also picked up his stick and gave it back to him. So he's also a good sportsman as well.
All right, we got Jerry Baldwin. He's going to join our booth right now. And
you ready to go, Jerry?
All right, Jerry, you got a second intermission report for us.
I do.
What do you got for us? It's a 1-1 tie. Excellent hockey right now between the Giants and the Benet Academy Redwings.
It's going very well. It's great to be with you. And I've got a couple of nuggets. Nothing too interesting. It's been very balanced. And in talking to Nico and Luca Dicosola, they kind of expected this coming into the game with a lot of parity, and I think we're seeing that on the scoreboard. It's been really close. I think one of the things that was interesting was the Benjamin Ciesla not starting. I had a chance to talk with him briefly, and he was a little under the weather health-wise. Nothing serious, but I think that's one of the reasons they went with Joel Kane, who's doing a great job in there so far. So beyond that, it was ironic. The head coach for Jon Grzbek and a couple of the coaches yelled about just getting the puck to the net, and as they did that, they threw it to the net, rebound came up, and that's how they scored their only goal. So it's been a really good game, some good information going on out there, but really balanced.
Are you surprised the way Caplan puts his glove over his blocker to try to grab that puck? You ever seen a goalie that do that before?
Not like that. That's it's a unique style. He's obviously trying to, not allow a rebound, but it's a very unique style, and he seems to have it down, but a lot can go crazy with that kind of a setup.
We saw it go off his glove a couple of times, but the thing is he paused it to the point where if it's not in his glove, it finds its way to the boards.
Right, yeah. So he seems to have mastered that art over time, but it's certainly a unique, unorthodox way of handling it.
Have you talked to the refs at all? It seems like every time Lansky feels a tug at his legs, he's going down, and they're calling a lot of trippings because of it.
He's got 3 so far, so you're right. It looks like they've been legit. I know obviously the Benet crowd doesn't think so. So with the 2 that I saw, the last one might have been a little bit questionable. The first 2 I saw, they looked like they were legit. He was in full motion, and he was pulled down, and he had no reason to go down. So they looked legit, but the refs seem to be calling it as even as they can. But from a Benet perspective, I certainly see what they were seeing. But Lansky's had a big impact. He's got a beautiful assist. He set the table beautifully on the first goal, and he's drawn 3 penalties. So they're really he's having a nice game.
All right, well, Jerry, thank you so much. We're going to take a break. Third period coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 5-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Kyle Smith alongside Andrew Diedrich as next goal partner could be the game. Guy to watch out for if you're Bennett, Dylan Lansky. Guy to watch out for if you're the Giants. Obviously Hudson Schlie, but the role players have stepped up to the table the last two games. Nikolas Hensel with the game-winning goal on Thursday. Daniel Quinlan, he scored on that breakaway to make it 3-1 on Thursday night. So for Highland Park, watch out for Hudson Schlie. But those role players, they're gonna get the job done as well.
Yeah, we mentioned this in the pregame show that Bennett's offense looked a lot more balanced as time has went on. In league play this year, Schlie had dominated their scoring. You know, he had 23 goals. The next leading goal getter for Bennett was Jeremy DeWilkins and Nikolas Hensel, who both only had 8.
Right.
So when this Bennett offense is that balanced and you have that many guys that could put the puck in the net given any circumstances, that's a scary sight for any team. Highland Park has held it up well. It looks like they're going to stick with Caplan in the net now. I think that's the right call. And I think whatever happens these next 17 minutes, whether it sends us into overtime or we see the golden goal, it's going to be a sight to see, and we're about to kick it off right now.
It's going to be face-off for Perlin. And you say the Redwings won that one.
Yeah, I think Schlie got his stick on it, which he's been great on the face-off all night.
Yeah, I mean, Perlin's been good too. I mean, it's just been a well-played hockey game for both teams. Past the center line. DeWilkins, shot! Nice save by Caplan. Yeah, we talked about that hot start that Hudson Schlie's had. He's not been as good, partner. Remember, he started the game 5 of 6, winning the faceoffs. Now he's just 6 of 10.
Yeah, I mean, he started hot, and I think he's still the guy that they're going to, he's going into the faceoff circle right now. He's still probably the best. I think it's just hard to shoot 90% on faceoffs the whole time.
Right, correct.
But if he can continue to do what he's doing at a decent clip, I mean, they're going to continue to be great. And I think if they continue putting pressure on Caplan, they're going to see him break maybe.
That move. Pass shot! Oh, just a little bit wide off the stick of DeWilkins.
Schlie to DeWilkins. We've seen it so many times this year. If they can get that connection and shore it up a bit, I think they're going to get one by Caplan real soon in this third period.
Shot, save, stick, Caplan. He puts his big paw after it to cover it up.
Caplan's been good with that glove. As soon as I said maybe they'll put one by him, he has come through with 3 quick saves right here in this third period. I think he's just got to keep playing his game. He gets some love shown to him from his teammates. I think they got his back right now. They kind of need him to have their back as well. This is a win-or-go-home situation. Remember, guys.
And here's the thing, too. There is no tomorrow. Both goalies have been fabulous today, especially Kane. That's a blocker save by Caplan. You got to win today to play Loyola next weekend. So to do that, you might have to make the tough call of going to your starter when you're down 2-1.
I would not be surprised to see that happen, especially with, I think the whole point of going with the backup was that the backups were a bit more, were a little more fresh. Their minds were a little sharper. Legs were a little less fatigued, whatever it happens to be. So if your starter can kind of get the same thing going in without playing the first 2 periods, that's going to be beneficial to whatever team really needs to avoid that multi-goal deficit.
Shot, nice save by Caplan. Remember, though, he likes to put that glove across his body, and a couple of times that puck has fallen out of his glove. And picked up by Rosenthal. One thing that Benet has not done well today, Andrew, they play with the puck too much at the blue line.
Yeah, a bit too much playing with their food at the neutral zone. It's almost cost them the one time before they had the goal given up. I forget who it was at the neutral zone, but almost gave it up and got a breakaway opportunity for Highland Park that they capitalized on.
Yeah.
But Benet, as so far in this third period, other than that last neutral zone turnover, they look good in trying to keep the puck in front of Highland Park's net.
Meek with it. He needs to be anything but Meek today. He's got to be strong if Highland Park's going to win.
You think he's heard that a lot? I hope so.
Melinger with it. Nice pass. Good job by Kane. Only goal he gave up was on the penalty kill.
And he really couldn't do much about it either.
It was just a fabulous pass by Lansky.
Yeah, Lansky's only a junior. That's the thing. He's got a bright future ahead of him wherever he happens to be going post high school. If there is a spot that he has lined up so far.
Yeah, he's going to get some calls for some D3 hockey, that's for sure. And if not, he'll definitely be playing club at the ACHA level. And behind the netminder at Kane. Off the glass, Meek with his leg. He pinched, and Benet couldn't get it out. In the slot, up in the air. Who will win this battle? It's a board battle between Radigan and Quinlan, then over to the blue line. He's taking him off the puck well. Cohen had no choice but to just dump it in. Puck obtained by Benet, falling down to the ice, gets it back. Backhander, trying to pinch. Puck still in the zone of Benet. Benet steals. Red Wings have it now. Couple of nice moves at the center line. Falling to the ice. Oh no, where's the trip? There it is. Highland Park hates it, but Benet Academy loves it.
Yeah, I think that's the right call right there. And Benet, I think, smelling blood in the water once again. They're going to have a chance to do what they do best, is score a goal on a power play in the third period. Would either of us be surprised if we saw a Hudson Schlie power play goal in the third period to go up a goal? Me? Probably not. I think we've seen that far too many times.
I think at this point, Benet just wants to find a way to advance to the next round.
Yep.
So if it has to be Hudson Schlie, they'll take it. But you're right, partner. You want to have as many role players scoring so that you know when you play Loyola, look, Loyola's going to know how to shut down Hudson Schlie, or at least contain him. But they can't contain everybody.
Yeah.
So if Benet has players that they have confidence going to down the stretch, it's going to help having experience in today's game. That shot blocked over to the corner. And the refs got to do a better job getting in the way of these passing lanes. Meanwhile, at the blue line, that shot gloved well by Caplan. He looks more than the 88% save percentage today.
He has looked sharp with that glove. A couple questionable decisions by him, maybe going across the body with it right there. Absolutely no hesitation whatsoever and just snatching that one out of the air. Potentially was going to go high. Much rather err on the side of caution in case that one goes bar down or something like that.
We talked a lot. If Highland Park gets another power play, guys to watch out for. Eli Meek, he had 6 power play goals. Alex Schneiderman with a couple. So for Benet, those are the guys to watch out for if they're on the penalty kill again. Meanwhile, for Benet, their best power play scorer was Hudson Schlie. And that pass, getting away that passing lane, Schlie picks it up, avoids a line change. Over to the blue line. Nice move, but reading it well that time was Cole Romo. Out to neutral ice, played by DeWilkins. Nice move by Schlie. Schlie, pass, didn't get much on it. Then backhanded out, good job by Cohen. And now here comes Benet.
A little more juice on that pass from Schlie right there, and that could be much different as Highland Park gets a line change in, which is not ideal for Benet. But man, that was an opportunity there for Benet that they'd like to have back.
DeWilkins with it. DeWilkins, oh, Schlie off his skate. He's got to hustle. Out to DeWilkins, stolen by Meek. Out to the point. Trying to get it out is Perlin. Meek after it. To the end line. 26 seconds remaining on the PP. Getting a pad on and blocker. There's the goalie and Caplan, then over in front. Off the skate. Oh no, breakaway chance, but just got past the stick of Perlin. And no choice but to freeze it, as that will most likely do the power play. It'll be a face-off deep in their own end. Highland Park has stepped up to the table. When they're down a man, they played well.
Yeah, and another thing that Highland Park should be thankful for getting off the power play, they only have, in their 24 games in the league this year, they only have one shorthanded goal. That was from Eli Meek. So they knew that they were probably not going to get a chance to score, let alone even try to capitalize in those 2 minutes. The fact that they basically killed this penalty with only 9 seconds to go, I consider it a done deal, is really effective and really kind of demoralizing for Benet.
Benet has won in overtime here. The most popular overtime win was when they were down 5-3, and then they scored 3 unanswered goals. And it's getting a stick on it. That time was Caplan, near Caplan on the side of the net. And they scored 3 unanswered goals. Remember, in the CCHL, they play 3-on-3 overtime. Down, and puck still loose near the crease. And why did the whistle blow? And Bennett's fans are angry, partner, and they have every right to be, because Pagent throws the puck with his body, not the goalie and Caplan.
I was also confused because I didn't see Caplan even in a position to freeze the puck. So the fact that it was called a frozen puck at all, I mean, of course I disagree with the call. I don't think the Benet fans should be allowed on the mic to so we hear their thoughts, but you can only imagine at home what those Benet fans might be saying. I don't think it's really that big of a call. I mean, they still stick with the puck, but it could be a squandered opportunity that Bennett's going to want back at the same time.
If he falls down on the puck and refuses to get up or play with the puck, Pagent would be in the box for 2 minutes for delay of game.
Yeah, which would be disastrous for Highland Park after
Look
weathering
at that
one.
move. Chance for Stone. He shoots. Oh, my goodness. What a save. Save of the game, partner, by Caplan.
Oh, my goodness, folks. Alfred Caplan. I mean, first off, let's give some credit to what we saw from Stone right there. That beautiful flurry of moves, what he was able to do to get towards the goal and even put himself in that position in the first place. But Alfred Caplan stepping up when his team needs him most. That could have been an absolute gut punch with just under 11 to go in the game.
He's obviously fabulous with the glove. For Benet to win 2-1 tonight, I guess just go with the blocker, because if you go with the glove, he's going to deny you every time.
Yeah, do not shoot at that. What's that? That's his left side of the body. I think he has it on. If you could somehow get it maybe top shelf on his right side of the body, which would be Bennett's left side of the net, that might cause him trouble.
But you go glove side, he's going to deny you every time.
Yeah, he has gotten a glove on it almost every single time. And if he hasn't caught it outright, he's at least gotten something on it to get it out of harm's way.
Up in the air, my goodness, what a save on Stone. But let's give credit to Stone. What some fabulous moves.
Yeah, I mean, on the breakaway, that almost spelled disaster for Highland Park once again. It was really beautiful to look at, and I thought he was going to pay it off with a goal, but Alfred Caplan denies him the chance to take the lead.
Face-off coming up. Taking it for the Giants will be Mindel, and he'll be opposed by the other 8 in Schlie. Mindel, clean win. And the captain will take it. That's Meek. And that's why hockey is one of the ultimate team games. Lansky, we talk about the goal scoring and the assisting he can do, but he's not the captain. It's Eli Meek that's the captain. Because Meek can do everything else.
Whoever's the vocal leader in the locker room that really fires everybody up. It doesn't matter who's the best with the stick, but who can really get those guys to go out there and play the best they can. Hand does not go up there for a potential penalty. What did you see, Kyle?
Yeah, it looked like he got at the skate. Here's the thing, though. Are you tugging at the skate to take him off the puck, or are you playing the puck and the opponent puts his skate near your stick on purpose? That's not tripping. But if you're tugging at the leg to get the puck, then it's tripping.
It's almost like a chicken or the egg conundrum. It's almost unsure to see, and I think it depends on who you ask after the play what they saw and what they thought of it. But I do think that's the right call at this point. You really don't want a ticky-tack call to potentially decide the game. Like if somebody commits an obvious tripping, that's one thing, but nothing like that.
Right. And you want to go to your grave knowing I got the call right as the ref. And I think that one was so back and forth. Was it a trip? Maybe. But if Highland Park scores on that power play, and that's how Bennett's season ends. Now, Bennett put themselves in that position, but still, they shouldn't have been in that position to begin with for someone. Meanwhile, saved that time by Kane. Out to the boards. Bounces off it. That puck darts off the boards and up behind Kane. Stop and start move, sending the puck up to the face-off circle. Forehand pass, either way that passing lane. Trying to feed it over to Melinger. Calling for it to the Giants, puck loose. Kane. And Kane was not able to make a save, it's still behind him. On the quarter, Lansky. Stolen away by the Red Wings. Bennett, good pass. One-on-one, make it a 2-on-3. No trailer. At 17, trying to feed Frasco. Picked up by Dicosola. And lack of communication as Alpeter was not ready for that pass because he was getting a line change.
Luckily, it didn't spell disaster. Bennett was able to get back because Highland Park was subbing guys of their own, so no harm, no foul as of right now.
Oh, no, lost an edge, but somehow, what a beautiful pass. He lost his edge and was able to backhand it to the point. And right over to Meek. Meek, his shot, very wide. Under 9 minutes to go, make it 8:25 to be exact. Out to the corner. What a game today. Bennett has not led at all. Carson Stone back on the ice. He almost scored, but Caplan denied him. Caplan's just been phenomenal today.
Both goalies really have to tip your cap to both of them. I think they've both made some incredible plays today that have kept this the way it is, because both teams have been applying pressure. There's no doubt about that. There's no lack of pace of play between these two squads.
Stone trying again. That time the Giants knew what he was going to do. Shot. And they read the scouting report. They went blocker instead of glove.
Went blocker side. Did go high, but the fact that they're attacking that side, I think, is the smart call. And they have a chance to attack that side again. Oh, no.
And Kane, will he go out? Nope, because Rosenthal was quick to the spot and was able to steal it away from Romo. And partner, as we get to the 7-minute mark, how many times does the coaching staff for Highland Park decide to use Lansky? Because the more you use him now, the less you can use him later. Eventually, he's going to get tired.
Yeah, and with the speed he skates at, and the fact that he's just seemingly all over the ice, the more you can rest him, the better. But at the same time, you got to imagine if he's in there for one of these opportunities they have down there on the forecheck, maybe that could decide the game. It's quite the conundrum for that coaching staff. Interested to see when they actually put him back in.
That's why all those practices, all those power skating practices that you went to, they come into play. Conditioning is so key right now. Off the glove, at neutral ice. Played right now by Melinger. He's got a trailer in Mindel. Over to the corner at the face-off circle. Then they cycle the puck around the net. Calandra after it. He was touched. And out to the slot at the point. And here we go. 2-on-2. Chance for Bennett. Cohen backward skating.
It's DeWilkins and Schlie.
And Schlie just wasn't ready for it. He looks a little bit tired to Schlie. Trying to redirect it in was DeWilkins past his stick. Back to the neutral zone. Lansky's just drilled that time. Here we go. Chance for Highland Park. Shot. Blocked. Great job by O'Rourke. Picked up right now by Perlin. Off the stick of Kane. And Schlie will play it at the corner. Two-line pass right on the stick of DeWilkins. The captain. The other captain looking for a slash. Meek taking DeWilkins off the puck. Bouncing off the board. Schlie will pinch. And he didn't get much on it. Loose puck. Backhanded pass. Trying to feed it that time over to O'Rourke. Backhanded pass. Actually, that was Hensel. Picked up by Highland Park. And then backward skating. Both teams look tired. Frasco after it. Frasco with it on his forehand. He's got the puck now with 5:45 to go. Still inside the Bennett zone. And then Bennett will have it at neutral ice. What action the last couple of minutes.
Oh, God. I'm glued to my chair right now. That was unbelievable. Keep just continuing the pressure on both ends of the ice. Guys flying everywhere. We see the puck get frozen by Alfred Caplan right there. But, man, we are in for another at least 5.5 minutes of hockey. I'm not sure if I want it to end yet.
Yeah, it looks like it's destined for overtime. Knock on wood, the broadcaster's jinx, right? But let's give you some more information of Alfred Caplan. Not a lot of stats, according to the Illinois High School North Central Division website. He only had 6 starts, but man, has he been fabulous. As Jerry Baldwin's going to join us right now for a report. Face-off won by Highland Park. Jerry, what do you got for us, partner? A 1-1 game. Next goal could win this one.
Yeah, the refs are definitely letting him play. We just saw a case where the Benet number 85, he two-handed the guy's stick right out of his hands right in front of the ref. The ref is letting him play. So, third period so far dominated a little bit more by Benet. Stone came in on the breakaway after a beautiful one-on-one move and was able to, just not able to elevate it quite enough to get it into the upper shelf. But being dominated by Benet, they're playing really well. So far, so good. That's about all that's going on out there.
The problem is, are both coaches okay that the refs are now letting them play? Because they set the precedent, any tug at the leg is going to be a trip or a slash.
They did, yeah, and they changed that midway. I think with the score the way it is and what's at stake here, this late in the game, they're gonna let him play. So something that might have been called earlier doesn't seem to be getting called now.
Now that was a great move by Stone, but do you think the defenseman should have played the body better? Stone was able to get around him and almost scored the breakaway goal.
Oh, absolutely. Stone left him in the back, so it was a beautiful move by Stone. He went in and had a clear shot. And like I said, the goalie came up with a big save, slid across. Stone just wasn't able to elevate it into an upper part of the net, but still a great move one-on-one. And every scoring chance matters now, so we'll see where it rolls.
All right, Jerry, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kyle.
That shot off the stick, frozen away by Caplan. As we'll talk to Jerry at the end of the third period, because, Andrew, it seemed like destined for overtime. I think that might be advantage Benet. It was a long drive for Highland Park to get here.
Yeah, I think travel time does factor into it, I think people do tend to overestimate the home versus away thing sometimes, but at this level of the sport and the distance they had to travel, keep in mind, there's no private jets with these high schools, right? they're not riding luxury to these places, These are kids, parents, families, and coaching staffs that are putting their heart and soul into this game day in and day out, and hats off to everybody who makes it happen in the first place, because we got some great hockey in front of us, partner.
Sure do. I mean, Alfred Caplan, what a save on Carson Stone. And Carson, he's just going to have to shake that one off. Pass in front, trying to feed it over. And just couldn't get it to Dicosola. Right now, played by Raposo. Shot. Good save. Those are not easy saves, partner. That weird one-hopper. And good job by Kane making it.
Just great tracking abilities. Like you said, maybe it's the whole, he's got a kind of a fresh mind coming in. He's not able to track. He's much more able to track the puck easily, even when it's flying by him at crazy speeds.
So, including playoffs, Alfred Caplan, 12 games started, GAA of 2.84. The save percentage went up, 89.4. And he is earning every little bit of playing time today. Yeah, it's an old school game. I mean, this is so old school, partner. Even in the NHL playoffs, you don't see a lot of 1-1 ties.
Yeah. At least not these days, you don't.
No.
Usually you got some sort of scoring going on. At least somebody makes it a multi-goal game. You have whatever it happens to be, a bit more offense.
Yeah, 2-2, 3-2, 4-3, 1-1. Man, these are high school kids, and they're going after each other. Meanwhile, Cohen, backhanded pass, trying to feed Melinger. Melinger after it. Rosenthal chases. He wins that battle. Icing called against the Giants. And a round of applause from the Benet Academy fans.
Yeah, that's something that they like to see. Last time goes off the clock. A little bit more fresh legs for the attack right here in front of Highland Park's net. Wonder if they're going to have maybe somebody else come on the ice for Benet here. Let's see. We got the usual suspects when it comes to their offense right now. Maybe we're going to see a DeWilkins sighting coming back out. I'm not sure.
I'd like to see Carson Stone one more time. He's been arguably their best offensive player today. That shot blocked. Knuckle puck. And then over to the boards, bouncing off it, played at neutral ice.
Yeah, Carson Stone definitely would consider him the definition of clutch right now. He's really elevating his play when it matters most because, once again, it is win or go home, and he does not want to go home right now, and I don't think anybody in either team wants to do that.
Melinger fights his way through the check. Passed. Benet swing and a miss. They get it back. Cannot ice the puck, and heads up play. Schlie was thinking about icing it. Actually, that's Hollweck. And Hollweck at the corner. He wins that battle. Hollweck still has it. Hollweck in front. He was trying to feed it over to Gavin Murphy, frozen by Caplan. 2:58 to go. And Jerry, do you have another report for us? Oh, okay. Jerry was just here. I thought he had another report for it.
He's ready to hop on it, though, when we potentially go into overtime, though.
Okay.
I believe that's our gentleman and a scholar, and Jerry Baldwin right there, right?
Yeah. Just Jerry. It's not short for Gerald.
Don't get it twisted.
Face off coming up. Right wing side. Couple of quick passes. Out behind Caplan. No look backhander off the side of the net. Benet still has it deep in the Highland Park zone. Shot. It's in the net. Benet scores! Oh, boy. That's one that Alfred Caplan might remember for a long time.
Oh, that's really just a crusher for the Highland Park team and Alfred Caplan. Something had to give in this game at some point with both of these potent offenses going at it, but the fashion that it did just really sucks for Highland Park. For Benet, however, a beautiful setup. I believe that was Jeremy DeWilkins that first put the shot towards the goal, and I think it may have gotten deflected.
Yeah, it might have been. I thought it was straight on the ice, but it looked like it was a little wrister. Schlie might have got a piece of that with the stick. Meanwhile, 2-1 lead. This game is far from over. Dylan Lansky might play the rest of this period. And part of the Alfred Caplan did everything he could today, but when you're Highland Park and you only score one goal, you put so much pressure. Here we go. Breakaway for the Red Wings. He shoots. He scores! Backhander, breakaway goal, and a backbreaker against the Giants.
Who else but the senior himself, Jeremy DeWilkins, gets the puck out in open ice, and the floodgates look to be coming open for the Benet Red Wings. Alfred Caplan, who really played a great game of hockey this entire day. Unfortunately, it's just not going to be enough. Highland Park did not provide him the support, and I mean, I'm not going to lie, on the break, it's tough to stop DeWilkins when he's got the puck going in his favor.
And he was fancy. He went glove side, backhanded style on Alfred Caplan, still scored. Timeout on the ice. What a game, partner. Joel Kane put in a tough spot because, according to Jerry Baldwin, our field reporter, they were thinking about starting Ciesla today. He was a little under the weather, and Joel Kane, he played better than Benjamin Ciesla today.
Yeah, he's looked really good today, and Ciesla's looked fantastic all season, don't get me wrong. I think Kane, though, has really stepped up to the occasion, and the coaching staff is going to have to have a conversation next time this Benet Red Wing team takes the ice.
Yeah, Ciesla has so much more playing time. It's such a prolific offense for Loyola. Crazy things have happened in the playoffs. Could Oak Park River Forest knock off Loyola? Probably not, but it could happen. But most likely they're going on the road to Wilmette to play Loyola goal.
Either way, it's the beauty of sports. Anything can happen. That game, I believe, I just had the details here. That game puck drop at 6:10 p.m. over at American Heartland Ice Arena. Check that out.
And then later on, it would be the 7-10, whoever advances right now. It's York and Lions at the bottom side of the bracket. Bennett's not thinking about that. They're just thinking about finishing this game off. No choice but to pull their netminder. Alfred Caplan was very good. Should he have had that save on DeWilkins? I mean, maybe, but look, if you're Highland Park, you just can't win hockey games. Backhanded pass out in front, and Benet could have thought about scoring. Instead, they just play a little monkey in the middle and try to waste time here.
I'm not quite sure what the best course of action would be for them. I think it's tempting to put a goal in the empty net right now, but the fact that this puck's at the end of the ice, it doesn't really matter.
Right, you just want it at that end of the ice.
They're going to ride it out the best they can.
Here we go. Shot. Beautiful save by Cade.
Kane, not as big as a body as Benjamin Ciesla, but he has looked the same as Ciesla has all season today. Really a great performance from him, and like we said before, really something to take it positively going forward for this Benet team defensively.
So don't go anywhere. The post-game show brought to you by Recruitlings coming up next. By the way, the text line's open. Your final reminder, 330-957-7653. Your favorite high school, college, or NHL memory. Feel free to text the text line. But we're going to pick a Benet Academy player. I mean, you could make the argument for DeWilkins. You could make the argument for Schlie. But, man, Joel Kane stepping up to the table. I think it's going to be Joel Kane.
Yeah, as of right now, got to put it to Kane as he freezes it once again. All eyes on him. Great stuff, top to bottom from the entire Benet squad. But you got to tip your cap to the man between the pipes, Joel Kane.
We thought it was Christensen because there's no 55 on the CCHL roster. But, wow, Joel Kane. And he's had his struggles this year, that St. Ignatius game, but he got the reps. He got the experience. Benet just needs to ice it, and this game will be over. Highland Park, they just put their team in a tough spot. They put their goalie in a tough spot as that's backhanded out of the zone.
We might get an empty netter.
Nice move and great job just And that might be interference. And they don't call it. I don't like the no call there, partner. That was to the head. That should have been called.
Yeah, maybe it's the fact that there's only a minute left in the game and the referees really want to get out of here. I'm not quite sure. But either way, no harm, no foul for Bennett, other than, I believe, is that Alexander Dentice who took a hit there.
Yeah, he's been the enforcer this season, along with Karras. And between enforcers, Karras trying to make sure that his teammate is okay. That'll do Dentice's day. And that was definitely interference, and they're going to talk it over. And I think they're going to have to say something to the Giants. Look, guys, your season's over, but you can't do cheap shots either.
Yeah, could be a potential blow for Bennett, too, if that is Dentice potentially missing some time in the future, because him, Karras, along with the other defensemen, Rosenthal, Hensel, they've been really great this game and all season. They're going to need them as they continue on through this Blackhawk Cup. And keep in mind, they're still in the Kennedy Cup. This could be quite the momentum shift for them to continue on in gaining success in there as well.
Still got one more game. That shot goes wide, but it was past. Oh, I think that was past the center line, actually. The fans don't like it. We're going to watch it on replay in a second, but I thought he was past the center line when he tried to fire that on net.
I mean, you got to go for the empty netter when it's there for you, right? And who was that? Was that Schlie that took that from the center line?
You know, sometimes the gamesmanship of hockey, they do this in soccer a lot. Instead of scoring the empty netter, you just slowly tap the pass to the corner, and it forces the opposing team to go all the way from corner to corner to score. So that wastes more time off the clock instead of trying to score the empty netter and you miss.
That might be what happens here with just under 10 seconds.
That's in the slot up in the air. Did that go up the net? It didn't. And that will do it, as that's a shot saved by Kane. And Bennett wins 3-1. It certainly wasn't easy. Andrew Schlie preluded that in the pregame interview. It was going to be a battle, but we did not expect Alfred Caplan to be as good as he was today.
Absolutely not. Hats off to both goalies, to be honest with you. Both of these offenses are very potent. We said that from the get-go. It was kind of fire fighting against fire today. Bennett comes out on top. They move on to the round of 16 in the Blackhawk Cup.
They will head over to Wilmette most likely, unless OPRF does the unthinkable and pulls off the upset. They almost beat Bennett. Were you here for that game?
I was not here, but I did tune into that. Yeah, OPRF played Bennett quite tough that night.
So anything's possible. It's in single elimination, but I would be pretty shocked if Loyola lost that game. Tough way for Highland Park season to end. They played well, but just not enough goal scoring today.
Yeah, they're a great team top to bottom. They had two All-State guys who actually were in on the action, were part of the only goal that was Lansky and then the defenseman, Lichtenfeld. Yeah. A great team top to bottom. Really shouldn't hang their heads on this. It seems like they're going to be pretty similar strength next season. So hopefully the drive back for them is safe, and best of luck in the future, Highland Park.
So we're going to do the post-game interview, then our post-game wrap-up. But for now, we're going to take a break. You're watching the Giants and the Redwings here on Recruitlings.
Welcome to the post-game show brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith along with the Recruitlings player of the game, the netminder, Joel Kane. As Benet advances to the round of 16, they'll play the winner of Loyola Academy and Oak Park River Forest. Joel, you get the start today and you earned every minute of playing time.
Yeah, and so far through Fenwick, I haven't got much playing time, but I was lucky to get some, and I tried to capitalize on it.
What were you able to do tonight that made it so tough for Dylan Lansky and this ferocious Highland Park attack?
I kind of tried to watch some film before, so I knew a lot about how he likes to slash across, and he likes to get behind the defense a lot and get some shots, so I tried to look for that.
It was a goalie battle through most of this. What was Alfred Caplan doing that was making it tough for your teammates?
He was getting a lot of the rebounds, and we didn't really get that much chances in the first place, but when we did, we tried to capitalize, but he played a good game.
From goalie to goalie, we talked about it a lot on the broadcast. He likes to bring his glove towards his blocker and try to freeze it. You ever seen any other goalie try to do that before?
I have, and I don't think it's a very good idea. You give up a lot of rebounds when you do that, so you got to kind of try and get into your chest.
What were you thinking when Caplan denied Stone on that breakaway? Did you think it might be Highland Park's day?
Yeah, I thought it was going to go to overtime because I thought that was our best chance so far, but he played a really good game today. He got that first goal.
This combination between Hudson Schlie and Jeremy DeWilkins, what else can you say?
They've been playing really good, especially come postseason, and I think that they just got to keep it up.
Final thoughts about the win today? Are you secretly a big OPRF fan?
I am not. I want to see if we can beat Loyola. I think that'd be a huge win.
All right, well, you'd be on the road if you play Loyola. You'd be at home if you play OPRF.
Yep.
All right, that does it for the post-game show, post-game wrap-up coming up next.
Brian's Garage Door Solutions. 25 years of expert residential and commercial garage door design, sales, and service, and almost 1,000 five-star Google reviews. Tate Enterprises. Design and remodeling for kitchens, basements, bathrooms, whole house, and home additions. Max Heads Custom Kick Drum Heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Post-game wrap-up brought to you by Recruitlings. I'm Kyle Smith along with our field reporter, Jerry Baldwin. A big win, 3-1, as Benet outscores Highland Park 2-0 in that third period to hold on for the win, and they'll advance to the round of 16. It was a goalie battle today. Jerry, you're a former player. You played in the ECHL. Talk to me about Alfred Caplan's decision to go across his blocker to use his glove today.
Unique. Unique, I think, is the best way to put it. It's an unorthodox style of play, but it's a style that obviously he started as a kid and has kind of stayed with him. He mastered it and worked out pretty well, but it's very unorthodox, and it's something you picked up on right away, and I think it's something that's valuable to the viewers.
He is fabulous, though, on that glove. Talk to me about that breakaway that Carson Stone had, the toe drag he had, and then the fabulous glove save to preserve the 1-1 tie.
Yeah, that was a really strong move. We work one-on-ones at practice all the time, and that's something that, he came up with a really good move, going to his strong side, and just wasn't able to elevate the puck just quite as much as he would have liked to, and goalie was able to come up with a big glove save.
It was a nice move by Stone, but what would you be able to tell Eli Meek or a defenseman that's in that spot where a forward tries to pull a toe drag on you? Yeah. How do you play the body to make sure he doesn't get that puck?
You focus on the center of his chest, and you expect him to more than likely go to his strong side, and that's exactly what he did. So as a defenseman, you want to stay on the center of the chest because that can't move. The shoulders can move, everything else can move. But if you stay focused on the center and you expect a little bit or lean a little bit to the fact he's going to go to his strong side, which most forwards will try to do. It's a unique and extra skilled forward who can be able to go in and make that move to his left, to his backhand. And so expecting that, focusing on the center of the chest, that would have been the stronger way to go.
You were at ice level. What did you see from Highland Park's offense that they were struggling today? They put their goalie in a tough spot. Caplan is not their normal starter. They go with another guy. But Caplan got the other start. He got the start today, and their offense just could only give them one goal.
Yeah, before the game, I was able to ask one of the coaches if they had had a chance to see Benet play, and they had not. So he said this is the first time they're ever seeing him. So, I think it was a true home advantage for Benet. You're playing on a little bit bigger ice surface here. You've got a bigger crowd behind you, and it seemed to go that way with regard to them actually outlasting Highland Park. The last two goals were scored just in the last few minutes of the game, so it seemed like they outlasted them. And I would have liked to have seen them use 71, their Lansky.
Yeah, I think he was just tired. He played a lot of minutes today.
He did. So, being a leading scorer, you got to really condition yourself for that. But, they fell a little short on the offense, and you can see that Benet started to dominate more in the third period as well.
Thank you so much, Jerry. We're going to bring back Andrew for final thoughts about the broadcast. Jerry did a nice job for us today in his first ever field reporting at Recruitlings and SBS.
Yeah, how about a reporter, Jerry? Thanks, Jerry.
Tough sledding for Highland Park. They played well, but not good enough. You can't win hockey games with only scoring one goal unless you win 1-0. Caplan gave up that goal to Carson Stone. Carson almost scored again on a breakaway. Great glove save by Caplan. He just wasn't able to be Patrick Waugh today.
Yeah.
And that was the main reason we didn't have overtime hockey. Good job by Highland Park, but Benet hockey played a great game.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say that, it wasn't like one team came in here and, very obviously lost. Sometimes when two great teams go at each other, one team just happens to win, and only one team can win on a game like today.
It just seems like every time Benet needs one go-to play, Hudson Schlie is either passing the puck or on the ice, or the Jeremy DeWilkins shot, he gets in the way of the shooting lane for Alfred Caplan. They score, and then DeWilkins finishes it, the captain with the breakaway goal. And he went glove side, by the way. He went fancy and got it past Caplan. 3-1 win. They're alive, but if they're going to beat Loyola to advance to the quarterfinals, they're going to have to play even better than they played today.
Loyola is a different beast when it comes to hockey in this state. That's going to be a team that, no matter who's out there, they're going to have to play the best of their abilities. We'll see if they continue going with whatever goalie that they're going to put out there. But a tall order for any team to beat, but Benet especially.
So in hockey, we do the 3 stars of the game. The 3 stars for me: number 3, Alfred Caplan; number 2, Jeremy DeWilkins; and number 1, Joel Kane. What were your 3 stars today?
Yeah, so I will agree. Number 1 is absolutely Joel Kane. Just wonderful performance by the freshman in front of the net today. Stepped up when his team needed him most. Number 2, I'm going to go Jeremy DeWilkins, the senior. Obviously, the exclamation point at the end with the great breakaway goal, but also great offense all game, getting down the ice, especially with the second goal that put them up in the first place. And number 3, I'm going to give to Carson Stone.
Wow.
Just was in the right place at the right time. You never know when in any opportunity in hockey, but especially in the playoffs, when your number might be called. His number was called at a time today, and he stepped up like he had always been there before. Just great stuff from him.
So we were almost on the right track, but we just had a little bit differences for the third star.
Yes, yeah. No, hats off to Alfred and everybody from
Highland Park.
Yeah, Highland Park, that is. Yeah, goodness. Great stuff all around. Great hockey on the ice today. Only one team can win, and that team is the Benet Redwings.
They're called the Giants, but they came up small at the end.
There you go. He's good with this, guys. If you've been watching for a while, you know he's good with this.
And so for our excellent crew, for Trent Pfeiffer, for Jerry Baldwin, Eric Ratchie, that's Andrew Diedrich, I'm Kyle Smith, and this might be our last broadcast, but if not, we'll see you next time on Recruitlings.